Morning, Ayush. You are the only one who have joined the session, so let's wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Then we will start.
Okay, okay.
Good morning to all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's get started with the previous session summary first of all. I guess we had already completed with the controller. We had already completed with the root. We had already completed with the view. In that view, how to create a view, then how to call view with routing, how to call view with controller, how to pass the data while calling the view, about the HTTP request and response, in which we had also retrieved the path, we have also retrieved the URL, and we also gone through that to know that which methods is there right now, whether it is get or post. We had also gone through that example. After that, by using HTTP request response, how to get the query parameters, we did till now that only. Now, today we are going to start with the form processing in Laravel. Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Before we begin with the form processing, I would like to tell you one more thing that this is very important. CSRF. So first of all, what exactly the CSRF is? It's a cross-site request forgery. All right. So it is an inbuilt token, CSRF token of Laravel, which makes easy to protect our application from forgery attacks. So CS cross-site request forgery are type of malicious exploit whereby the unauthorized commands are performed on behalf of authenticated user. So basically Laravel generates a CSRF token for each active user session which is managed by a particular application. Alright. So basically the main idea is that token is used to verify the authenticated user, alright, and actually making the request to the particular application. So anytime when you are defining a HTML form, all right, we should include that hidden CSRF token in the form. All right. So basically, the protection middleware can validate the each and every request. So you may use the @sign and CSRF blend directives to generate the token field. Fine. So basically, one more that what exactly I noted down one question that what exactly the CSRF stands for. CSRF stands for which is refers to cross-site forgery attacks on web applications. All right. So these are the attacks are the unauthorized activities which the authenticated users, one of the one of the users that can perform. All right. So Laravel offers the CSRF protection in the following way, which includes the CSRF plugin and generates the token for the each active user. All right. So how to define this is just as example. So let me give you the summary that what exactly the CSRF will do. We know that sometimes the unwanted activities performed by the unauthorized user as well as sometimes authorized user, right? But most of the usually it is done by the unauthorized user. So what it will do, it will stop all that request, right? It will stop all the that attacks. That is the main work of CSRF, cross site request forgery. All right. And so for that, we are going to generate a CSRF token. Okay. So let's get started with the form processing. Okay. No need of this. Now, terminal, VS Code. Now let me know how to make controller. Example dash cdabc php artisan serve. Let's start with the first. Laravel server, because without that we are not able to process anything. Okay, it has been started. Let me open the new window. Okay, fine. So kindly respond in chat box how to create a controller. Okay, very good. Fine. So PHP artisan make colon controller space. Now we are taking form validation. So form control. I'm writing form control. FORMCONTROL. I think I do have already this controller. Let's check it out whether I do have. Yeah, it is. I do have. I do have. Okay. So I request all the students to kindly execute this command at your end. Let me give you. Kindly execute at your end. Once it has been created, let me know. This is a form control. Okay. Done. There are 16 students have joined the session, so I want all 16 replay. Make sure that each and everyone is going to create a controller and replay me. Okay. Now create one file in view form.blade.php over here. Form.blade.php. Do it very fast. Let's get started with the HTML. Head, title, forms, body, body. Okay. Let me type div. Div. Inside that I'm taking one unordered list. Unordered list. In unordered list. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, like okay, first let it be as it is. Okay, let's choose one form first. I'll give you what we why we taking that div tag. I'll tell you later. First tag form tag. Now form action is equals to form data. form data. Okay, and method is equals to post. Post. Okay, now to define CSRF token at the rate CSRF. That's all. We need to do only that only. CSRF. Now what we are doing, we are taking labels like name and first text box. Input type is equals to text. Name of that text box, which is name, suppose. Okay. Now what we are doing, we are going to choose one div, and inside the div we do have unordered list. So what I'm doing now over here, at the rate for each, at the rate for each, I'm taking the array of error. This is a syntax by default. Error all as $e. For each $errors all as $e. And inside that I do have the list item. It's a variable. Sorry, for each. Yeah. Now, simple, I need to print $e. All right, for the PHP. And after the completing this li, let's end for each. Let's end for each. Why we did this? I'm telling you, just hold on for a moment. All right. This is a default method of error. For each error for all as $e and $e. Right. Now we want to print something. All right. Let's say, for example, if the error message, display the error message. All right. So at the rate error, and which is the name of text box? It's a name. So error name. That's all. Okay. And div, inside the div, the error message I'm going to display. All right. So $MESSAGE message. Fine. And after that, at the rate and error and error, and then break row. This is for one field. This is only for one field. Now we need to do for the second field also. So for example, password. Okay. So input type is equals to password. Okay. Name is equals to, suppose, pass. Okay. Now once again, the same thing I'm going to copy paste. Okay, but the error will be over here, pass. We need to pass the field for which we are going to generate a message. Okay, so first is a password, and then name, password. Now say for example, mobile. Input type is equals to suppose text. Okay, name is equals to phone. Input type is equals to text and name is phone. Let me repeat the same. Over here it is phone. It is phone. Okay.
Sir, dollar in message variable is missing.
Dollar in
Message variable.
sorry, I forgot. It's a hash. Actually, it's dollar. Is dollar message. Okay. So, for example, the next is email. Input type is equals to text. Name is equals to email. Over here, email. Okay. Break row is over. Now, put type is equals to submit. Value is equals to okay. Fine. So if we are going to run this page, yeah, I'll tell you. Just hold on, I'll tell you. We are taking CSRF token. All right. And to define the CSRF token, we are going to generate @CSRF. Okay. Now, what we are doing the form processing, all right, we are not doing by using JavaScript. We are using the inbuilt Laravel functions for that. All right. And so for that, we have used for each for entire array as $e, and we are taking $e as a PHP and for each loop. Fine. Which means I'm taking the array of entire this or four fields. All right. Passing as a $e. All right. So @error name and @end error. I wanted to print the error between this. So now go to the php.php file form control. All right. So what we are doing now, we are taking one function, public function, say for example submit. What we are passing, request variable as $request. Okay. Now what we will do, we will use this variable to validate everything. So for that, there is a validate function is there. All right. So $request validate. Right. Now we are taking one by one. First, what exactly the field which we have gone through? Name, text box. So name is required. We need to write that part only. All right. Name is required. After that, sorry, just hold on. Okay. First, name is required. Next is password. So for password, say for example, it should be minimum 2. All right, and maximum suppose 8. All right, password should be minimum 2 and maximum 8. Next is suppose phone. Okay, so for phone it should be numeric. All right, and minimum should be 10 digit. It should be 10 digit. And the last is email. Email. Now it's a default email. Right, and after completing this, let's print the data from the post method. So return dollar request input method. Okay, so this is what my form control.php. Now let's go to the root web.php. So here is the root and it is a web.php. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. Okay, or I'm going to write a new for it. All right, say for example it will be the as it is only root colon view. Okay, so which first of all file I'm going to retry? That one, form.blad.php. Okay, so now first let me give you the root like registration form. All right, and name of the file is form only, form.blad.php. All right, so let's execute this first. Reg form. Very good. So this is registration form, name, password, mobile, and email will be there. I want you to kindly change the errors over here. All right, it's a spell mistake. That's why. Is it visible? Is it visible? Suddenly I
Yes,
was
sir.
disconnected due to the internet connectivity. Okay, so kindly replace the error with errors. Okay, and kindly execute that registration form. So this will give you this form. Okay, after that we need to go through the once again root. We need to write that root only. All right, so let me give you root colon colon. All right, which method we are using? Post. That's why over here we are going to write a post. Take a look on this form.blend.php. It is a method is post only. Okay, so now we need to give that controller. All right, so for example we are going to give form data. All right, and that's why we have mentioned action as a form data, so it will execute that part, controller part. Okay, so form data comma app http controllers as it is. Okay, okay, now which form we do have? Form control. Okay, so form control at the red submit, at the red submit. All right, the same two file was there. Take a look on this form data app controller form controller at the red submit only. Okay, now let's execute this. Let's execute this. If there is no error, then this will work. Click on the OK. Take a look on this. The default message will be printed as per the Laravel. The name field is required. Password must be at least 2 character. Phone must be a number. Phone must be at least 10 digit and email valid email address. So for example, if I'm going to write MOON, okay, all right, the password must be 2 at least character. So the name would be gone. So if you are going to write name is equals to moon and password is equals to minimum MOON, that also will go on. So now once again moon mobile number. Just hold on. So if you are going to type anything, all right, moon valid email address. Enter the valid email address. Now this is the CSRF token. It has been generated. Take a look on this. Input data. What we did? We did we print the input data from over here. Return the request input. All right. So it will print the token, CSRF token. That's what the CSRF token. And name is going to print at the input moon, password moon, phone this, and email address is this. Are we clear on that? This is the form validation. It's very easy. Previously, we did the regular expression, everything, but we need to only use validate function. And we need to write only this. Name is equals to required. Password is like min, max, phone, numeric, minimum 10, and email like this. Okay, done. This is what the uh, form control.php. All right, and we do have that form.blad.php also. Does anyone having any doubt on this? View. View means we are going to first retrieve that form.blad.php also. This one, form.blad.php. So first we need to execute that part. All right. And this page has a form action form data. So basically this form data is a root to execute this controller. So we had executed that part first, display part, view. All right. That one. All right. And after the entering this data, so for example, the moon password is like something like this, suppose. And we are going to click on this OK. At the time CSRF token will generate, and take a look on this. Previously registration form would be there. Now take a look on this root is form data. So it's redirecting. All right. And the values are printed over here. Is this okay? Fine. So kindly execute this very fast. You need to type. એટલા જ મેં type કર્યું. Do it very fast. It takes very less time. Replay. At least you can respond in chat box. Does anyone having any doubt in this? યાર મને રિપ્લે તો આપો કોઈ, કે કોઈને રસ જ નથી કઈ જવાબ આપવામાં. Okay, do one thing. Let me give you code also because no one is responding. Let's check my duty. તમે ટાઈપ તો કરશો નહીં કોઈ. This is a form.bled.php. At least I want you to execute this. This is the web.php. Kindly execute this at your end. And once you're done with this, respond in chat box.